Hello, gamers. Welcome back to the Lockpicking Club. Here we are, in Jula. You know, we're over here in Larderside. Basically, last session we went to 8 Briar Sunset's house. We cured a man of his agoraphobia. We went to the warehouses and talked to the Thieves Guild. Or maybe it was the Third River headquarters. I don't remember which one. But
It was the warehouse.
We talked to the Thieves Guild in an attempt to try to get them on our side to liberate the city from um, the big bad
The Knights.
Knights of
Abednego.
Abednego. Yep. And we went and dropped off some swords from Steeltail Forge, and then we went to we tried to find Amara Highhearth for her aid in, getting some people aboard our plan to free the city. Yeah, that's pretty much what has gone on since the last session.
I think we should try one more time with the thieves, and then, well, if we fail, then I think we should give up. But I think that they would give us a lot of help. It seems like they're very useful to us.
I'm gonna say that Matt texted us something before. I don't know if he's looked at it, Zach.
No, I did read it. I'm well
I kind
aware.
of feel like I feel like that's kind of him being like, yeah, you don't need him.
No,
No,
it's me saying do whatever the fuck you want. It's not a video game.
Yes, Matt is a very neutral GM, right? And when he
Very
gives us stuff like
neutral.
that, it's not him saying.
He's like,
God is
he's
great.
like,
saying, I
he's
want
like
you
God
to
is good.
if Skim
God is
Milk
mad.
was a GM.
Thank you very much. Can I be 2%,
I'm just saying,
please?
It's not him
Yeah,
saying
2%.
this is what I want you to do. It's him just reminding us that we don't
It's
have
me.
to do it.
It's me saying I think that you guys might assume that you have to.
Okay, I have a proposition for you guys then. In that case, what
Yeah.
if we spend the entire episode trying to get the Thieves Guild, on our side, like no matter what, right? And basically, the reason that I'm proposing this is because obviously Bashar isn't here again, right? What if we just basically spent like today, just very intensely focused on the Thieves Guild, so that way we have Bashar for.
And before you
That's
go
really
back,
funny.
ask again. Succeed a diplomacy check. They agree to help, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, it'd be really okay. See you guys
Well, that's
later
an
next week,
episode.
guys.
I say we just move forward with, whatever we've got. If we fight, we fight. I don't think Matt's going to kill us outright.
I can play
unfairly.
Nedian if you'd like me to.
He's 2%, Sam. That's stone cold ruthless. Okay.
That's right.
I am 2%.
But yeah, I like the idea of giving them one more shot. Shepard has expressed his now distaste for the Thieves Guild to you guys, saying that they're a bunch of, I don't know.
Yeah, they're a bunch of
Shepard
cowards and
probably
thieves.
A bunch of cowards and lowlifes who have no honor or no desire to do anything good, so just leave them be.
Yeah.
If I could restate as well that I had a plan to bring them a guard and to show them like, hey, we mean business. Like, we're not afraid of them. We've captured one, and he's all yours if you join us.
What, like a knight?
Yeah.
I don't know. That feels kind of dumb.
I mean, they explicitly said something along the lines of like, "Oh, this isn't real. Y'all are just gonna fail," like type of thing. Like they don't take us seriously, right?
I don't think their vocal fry was that harsh, but
seriousness of our claim, but of a claim against our understanding of the situation. I don't think they believe that. I mean, if I were them and you were to bring me one guard, I would simply point out that there is more than one guard to take care of. But
Yeah, well, that's why I think we should bring them ahead. But it sounded like we were more on the side of bringing them someone alive last time we had this conversation. So
So we're clear, Shepard is not with the group right now. Do we want to
Oh, clear.
Let's just
Right.
say we
Yeah.
would
You
skip
guys
ahead
were
to
up
the-
at the. You guys were up at
Yeah, we
Jula,
said-
right?
Yeah, we said we were heading back
Yeah,
to meet up.
Never mind. You
Okay.
guys know Shepard's opinion when you guys talked about it earlier. Yeah, Shepard's not
Well,
here.
I
Never
think
mind.
Sam, you wanted to do something with Shepard
Oh,
on the way
yeah.
back
I mean, we
to
can do it
the
now, or
hall.
we can do that later.
We could just do that real quick, and then you guys
let's do
can
it real
meet
quick.
up.
Shepard wants to talk to the one lizard who he gave his root bag to about like if it ever
Yeah.
came in handy.
Urukani. He says, "Not yet, but I am sure that this bag of red grapes, salt, a bottle of water, incense, a swan feather, and a horsetail will save my life."
Shepard is actually very happy. That's one of his less disgusting concoctions he's made. At least it probably doesn't smell as bad as some of the others he's made before. But Shepard does kind of become concerned that it hasn't been used already. And Shepard is going to message him and be like, I might actually have something far more useful for somebody in your position.
Well, and I would, of course, appreciate anything you have to give, but the usefulness of the item is not, I mean, it's a prophecy, you know? I believe that this will save my life because that is what the stars have told us.
He says, holding up a bag of rotten grapes, a swan feather, a horsetail. Okay. Shepard kind of just like realizing that the magical properties of this luck charm, basically, of what he's given him, a protective spell against other spells, is kind of worn off at this point. He just kind of like rubs his like hand in his face and he goes, okay, well then out of the kindness of my heart, please take this just in case. I do want to give him an elixir of life.
Thank you very much. Perhaps the stars indicated this gift instead would save my life. I cannot express how thankful I am that you are trying so hard to save my life.
Well, he kind of like opens up his collar, kind of like revealing that he's like sweating because he thinks he's kind of like ruined the prophecy at this point, but he's also like saving the day. He like uncorks the elixir of life, takes a sip, and he's like, it's still, he messages him, it's still good, and he hands it to him.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So you
And that's-
accompany them back to the hall, and you explain to Father Heveril, you know, who they are and that they're gonna help, and they promise to like take care of them and, you know, make sure that you know, I mean, these guys kind of stick out here, so you're making
Yeah,
sure
I
they
kind of explained to
stay
him the
safe.
situation and make them almost like promise to me that they're not gonna like cause any trouble ahead of time, and that they should stay here until they see us and don't cause any trouble for the people who live here.
The townspeople here are definitely seem like surprised to see armed and armored Uruxis just kind of there. But once the word spreads that they are here to help them, they definitely like they warm up to them, and they seem like they're definitely they help them and help them like keep them out of sight of the knights.
Good. I'm glad.
So
I'm
a
gonna
bit
go get my
later,
eggs while you guys do this part.
yeah, a bit later, you guys return to the hall and meet up with Shepard and Nedian and, you know, everybody else.
Well, welcome back. That's all. I think we should go after. I think we should go after this this thieves guild one more time. You know, I feel like I listed some good ideas, and you know, I think they could work.
I think one diplomatic effort would be good. I think another try would be fair.
Yeah, I don't think we should go back to them empty-handed though, because they already think we're fools. You know, we gotta bring them something. You know, maybe it's not my idea, right? But like, Maybe we bring them money or something. I don't think we should do that because, you know, I think it looks bad on the school's part if we're funding a thieves guild. But
I don't know. From what I can tell, they're a pretty innocuous group. I don't know. Do you have anything on you that you think that they would appreciate?
no, that's why I think we should abduct a knight. I really think that that's the move. And I honestly think that some ideas were, I don't know. I think some of my ideas would have worked too, like luring them somewhere. The other idea I had was us just like breaking in and being like, "Ha, we're competent, clearly, and you should help us." But I realized that's sillier. I realized that is a sillier plan to break into the Thieves Guild and say, "Ha, we out-thieved the thieves." Two of our players have left, so we can't get a full conversation going here.
Eggies. What have we discussed so far? Where are we heading?
Well, we don't really know what we're doing yet.
Okay.
I think that if we're gonna go talk to them again, we should bring them some form of, you know, something. Like, maybe not a thing, but, like, we need to come with something different, right? Because if we just go talk to them again, they're gonna be like, these fucking jokers are annoyingly persistent. Like, get them out of my face type of thing, you know?
It could be annoying in like a really endearing way.
Well,
I think we tried that already, and I think we failed at that, so...
Shepard kind of looks at you guys confused, like, well, did you figure out where Jula is?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, just to let you know, yeah, we found her.
The
and-
Jula Ale House? Yeah, it's right on. It's in the claw. We've already
Yeah, her
been
name
there.
isn't Jula, by the way. You said
You mean
she's big.
Amara?
Yeah.
Yeah, we already talked to her. She seems down with everything, so
Yeah, she's down with that. She kind of thought that we should maybe give up on the Thieves Guild at some point.
Give up on what?
The Thieves Guild at some point.
she said that they would be nice to have, but that they're not, essential.
I don't think she said that. I think she kind of, well, if I remember correctly, I can go back and listen while we're playing. But I think that she said, actually, I shouldn't go back and listen because this is a good RP. I think that she said that she didn't want us involving them.
What were her reasons?
Damn, I can't even remember if she actually said it. You think I remember her reasons?
My bad, Russell. My bad.
I don't know. Maybe we should just give up on them. Maybe we should just begin with our plans. I'm also really curious about what's going on with the ghost. I'm going to call it a ghost here for now. But that was kind of suspicious. And,
I forgot about that. That was something I meant to investigate.
I'm
Ghost.
like, if I'm being honest, like I do have some theories, right? Like, it kind of feels as though like some sort of ancestor of this town, or maybe someone even hurt a long time ago by these people, is wanting to help us in some way. And it might be like a useful thing to look into as like something that could help us with what we're doing here. I might even go as far as to say going to the old town would be useful, but
Matt, can I roll in occultism to see what I know about this?
Yep.
Would
You know.
curses be more applicable?
Nope.
Did you say could you not, Zach?
oh, I thought you did last time, but maybe you didn't.
You
I think I've
know
done, like,
about
further study.
you know about lots of things that can disappear. Don't really know much about this lady other than that she was a lady and then she disappeared.
But like, would I know that like it was maybe an invisibility spell,
It's hard to
or
know. I mean, you didn't
it
see it
was
happen, right? Like
like a
she,
spirit of some sort? I am an
none of
exorcist
you,
background, by the way, which would give me some like
none of you were watching
little.
her. Um,
When
right?
she disappeared, yeah.
So she could have like teleported away or turned invisible. I mean, you didn't like hear her cast a spell, so there's that. But she could have been any number of creatures, like, you know, ghosty types that can disappear.
But would I like think it was a ghost? Would that be my impression? Like a spirit?
Um, it definitely could be. It's probably more likely that or like some other kind of creature than like a spellcaster,
Mm.
because you didn't hear her cast the spell. But also, you know, some spellcasters can cast spells silently.
I also have this. Oh, that's disturbing knowledge, not the other thing, which
Dubious.
dubious. I have disturbing and dubious knowledge. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of sum that up to the party by kind of explaining. Well, it could be a multitude of things. I would lean more towards a spirit or a creature that has the ability to disappear of sorts. It didn't seem quite like a spell. I didn't hear any words or see any components used, but you never know.
Maybe
It's
it's
a
worth
mystery.
maybe it's worth asking around because like after it happened, there's just so much stuff happened back to back. Like we asked someone if they saw her and they said no, right? But we didn't ask people if they've ever seen anyone that matches her description.
What was her description?
Certainly, our characters would remember what she looks like.
Certainly.
She was an elf.
That's rare.
Was like older, I think, but not super old.
She was shipping clothing, right? Like
Yeah,
cloth.
cloth. Yeah, cloth.
Was there
The
any
cloth
other
was
details?
physical. It was like normal cloth.
Yeah, because we gave some of it to the lizard guys so that they could
Yeah.
hide.
It just seemed like regular cloth.
I wonder if we could figure out who owns the boat. Like, did it have a name on it or something?
The Invisible Wolf. That's a cool boat name.
I
It
said
did
let's
not
go
have
back.
any markings on it.
I know this is like kind of silly, and like if y'all want to just veto anything related to this ghost subplot, we can. But like, why don't we go back to the docks, try and see the boat, try and see if there's any sort of detail about it that might lead us to learn more about this.
I just
And
get the
not-
feeling once we go back to Larder's side, we're gonna look for the boat, and it's just not gonna be there.
Yeah,
and
but
any-
that's
any
useful
si-
info too, right? We
Um,
can ask if someone took it away or something.
How did you guys get back to the hall? You
Did
guys
we-
all
Told
took
us
the
that we
bridge?
walked over, right?
You took the rope
That's-
bridges then?
That's a
Yeah.
Sam question, right?
That's the
Well,
way
Well,
that
I know
get-
Sam took the rope bridges.
Did we
I
go
don't-
back? I don't remember going back.
We never.
You are now back at the Hall of the Watchful Eye.
Yeah, you guys went back to meet back with Sam once you finished with Amara. It was
Oh,
Shepherd.
okay. Well then, I mean, I guess we did. Then, yeah,
Okay.
I guess. Do y'all want to go back over, and check it out?
I guess
It's up to you
so.
guys.
I can admit I'm curious, but I'm not sure what we'll foresee by being there.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you know, it's just like a couple hours out of our time, you know. Oh, maybe before we head back over, we ask our priest friend.
Our
if
priest
he
friend?
knows anything about it. Yeah.
Do you mean
I-
Father Haverel?
Yes, I was looking for his name in the notes.
Yes?
Yeah, Father Haverald, has anyone in Jula ever spoken to you about, you know, seeing people one moment and not seeing them another? You know, things of the spiritual nature.
Oh, sure. There's lots of legends of ghosts. Mainly down by Old Town.
What do those legends say?
Oh, just various sightings of, you know, various people that supposedly lived here a long time ago. really, I think it's just, sometimes it gets very foggy with the waterfalls. It creates a lot of water in the air, and then when the
Or does
sun
mist?
shines just the right way, um, people will see things, and then combine that with the ruins of the town beneath them, and they make up stories.
I think we might have run into one of these people and had a prolonged conversation with them.
A prolonged conversation.
Yeah. I say it like that because it wasn't something that the mist could have tricked us into.
No. I've never heard of anything like that.
Um. Have you heard of anyone seeing like an elf woman in those areas? Someone with a boat full of cloth?
Oh, it doesn't ring a bell.
Interesting. Is there anyone we can ask for maybe more info about this?
Maybe Amara. She's the only one that I could think of that hears a lot of the talk around town. I mean, a lot of people are here, so I'd like to think that if anybody knew about this kind of thing, I would probably know about it.
Okay. Do y'all want to go speak to Amara and see if she knows anything?
Sure.
Simon, or Nedian, our names.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I
What
would
does
like-
Nedian think?
Nedian
would-
does not think.
I would like to examine where we saw her first. If you guys would like to go see the boat, that's fine, but I would like to go to the other side of the dock. See if I can speak to any of the spirits that I can find there.
Are we splitting the party then? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'll follow Zach.
I guess
Okay.
I'm
I'll,
just gonna go to, like, this area over here, and while you guys go over here and look at the boat.
I was gonna go to Amara first, but
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's go to Amara first.
she's nearer to the boat than she is to where
Oh.
we.
And I'll go over here and consult the spirits, is what I'm planning on doing.
Okay. Y'all just want to meet back here after we've checked out these things?
sounds great.
Maybe another set of people could go to Larder side and check out the boat. So it's like we all have a little task that we're doing. Why don't we start with Sam? I feel like that'll be quick.
Yeah, should be.
Okay, so Shepard, you're heading down to the docks where you guys first saw the boat.
I am, yes.
Okay.
Firstly, I want to roll perception just to kind of see if I can see anything similar or like feel anything similar to what we saw before. Any elves standing by the boats or just anything familiar. Perception. Attributes. Get rid of it. Oh my gosh, there we go. 22.
Yeah, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, that's fine. Shepard's gonna find a nice secluded spot and consult the spirits as he's done many times before. I'm gonna put that in the chat. I didn't mean to make that just for you, but it doesn't really matter. And then I'll blind GM a cult, if I'm remembering correctly. Is it blind GM or private GM? Blind GM, right?
Blind. Unfortunately, you are not able to contact the spirits of this place.
That's fine.
Because of the effects of the ability or for some other reason. Sam, you should read the ability.
I know what the ability says. Yeah, that's fine. Is it because like I can feel like nothing wants to speak to me, or I'm just not able to contact anything in general?
You are unable to contact the spirits of this place.
Gotcha. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. One last thing, I want to cast Detect Magic around there, see
Okay.
if there's anything like that. Dispel magic. I have so many spells. I literally have to scroll to find them. Yeah, and I'm just gonna kind of scan around.
You do detect some enchantment magic.
Hmm.
You narrow it down to an area on the dock.
Mhm.
Actually, sorry, you narrow it down to an area below the dock in the water, approximately where her boat was.
Interesting. Can I examine it?
You can't. I mean, the water is like not really clear enough to see very far down it.
That's fine. That's why we have familiars. I'm gonna send Inchworm in there.
You're gonna send Inchworm under the water.
Yeah.
Okay, can you make a perception check?
Yeah. I'm also gonna use my perception because I'm gonna use Share Sense.
Okay. Yeah, now that you've got, roughly what area it is, Inchworm swims around down there, and you see something like shiny, something shiny.
Shiny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Inchworm attempt to pick it up because she has hands.
Great. Inchworm grabs it with her hands, and brings it up. It appears to be a a bracelet, like a metal bracelet. It doesn't look particularly like valuable or like ornate. It's just like a simple. It's like silver colored, but it's not.
Okay.
It's probably not actual silver.
But I'm gonna detect magic so enchantment magic, you said. That's what I know.
Yes.
Okay. I have a bunch of skills that help me identify things. Just pull them up here. I'm going to take the time to identify it, but it only takes me a minute to do so, and I have advantage on certain things. Quick identification, assured identification, and oddity identification. So I do it in 1 minute. When using Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion, I get 1 success higher. And I'm really good. I get a +2 circumstance bonus to occultism checks to identify magic with the mental possession, prediction, or scrying traits. I don't know which of those will apply, but
Okay.
I got a lot of identification junk.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna say while you are working on that,
Yeah.
we're gonna switch over to others. What are others doing?
Simon and I are going to Amara.
Okay.
Hi, Amara. Or we knock. Knock, knock, knock.
She opens the door. You're back very quickly.
Oh, I'm so glad we caught you before you went out and helped us with this important task. Oh, everything.
Are you okay, Zach? Zach appears to be frozen.
I pick up where he left off.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just checking in. How are you? Is everything okay?
Yeah. I mean, you were just here like less than an hour ago.
We had some
Uh,
questions for you actually that we thought about after we left.
Oh, okay.
Um, you've been here a long time. You've heard, a lot from a lot of different people in this town. Is that right?
Sure.
Has anyone spoken to you about seeing, things that are maybe less than natural or more than natural, even supernatural, some might say?
I mean, townsfolk, they're always seeing ghosts. Nothing like specific or new.
Yeah, that is the classic townsfolk thing, is seeing ghosts.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying.
has anyone been, I guess, more specific? Has anyone maybe mentioned, I don't know, like seeing like an elf boat lady with cloth? Does that sound familiar at all?
An elf boat lady with cloth?
Yeah, or something similar to that, maybe.
Um, no. I've not heard of an
It's,
elf boat lady with cloth.
it's just that we had an experience here, and we're just wondering if it means anything that could help us out. We sort of ran into something that we believe is maybe a ghost or a spirit, possibly. At the very least, someone who might be interested in helping us.
Okay.
And she was on a boat, and she, got us across the lake earlier. And, we had a brief conversation with her. One moment we saw her and we turned away, and when we turned back, she was gone. And I know obviously that can mean a lot of things, but we spoke to other people at the docks, and they didn't seem to even see her. So, we were suspicious about it all. Since you know a lot of people, does this sound like anything you've heard before, or?
After so long, I kind of don't really pay attention to those kinds of stories, but it doesn't really ring any bells.
Okay. Do you
Sorry.
know anyone you could maybe ask about that kind of thing?
Father Heverell would be my best bet.
We audibly laughed.
Wait, why
He
are we
sent-
laughing?
I'm guessing you already asked him.
Yeah, he sent us to you. So.
Well, that is weird.
Well, we'll let you know if we hear anything about it.
I mean, okay.
Bye-bye now.
Yep, and don't forget to find people.
Yeah, I'll find people.
For that
Hey,
rebellion we're doing.
Just, do you know when? Like, should I just send them to the hall,
Oh,
or like,
yeah.
or like
Yeah,
when?
probably.
I will Venmo you $10 if you say we ride at dawn, bitches.
What's
I
Venmo?
don't think she doesn't have Venmo. I think
that
like
should be a thing in D&D, is like a magical way to dispense currency in somebody else's pouch.
Yeah, Venmo is this pigeon courier system back in Nantambu. Basically, we hand these pigeons coins, and then they give them to our friends.
the birds are called Venmos.
It's like for whenever you buy drugs.
And the bones are their money.
Yeah, the bones.
Bones are their money.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
a quick run through of what Venmo is for you.
Sorry, you kind of lost me. Did you answer my question?
That's-
Yeah, just send them to the temple. We'll
In the
probably
morning.
figure out some signal, but we gotta figure that out first, you know.
When it's the morning, when the sun gets up.
You're
It'll
like
probably-
this next morning? Because I don't think I
No,
can
no.
get many people.
All right, how about like next week morning?
Next
Yeah,
week?
we'll probably take a week, and what we'll probably
Well,
do is we'll
Is that not enough time for you?
No, a week sounds good.
we'll probably
Alright.
create some big distraction or something. Like we'll probably like explode something.
Oh, okay.
So that we can like lure them away from your bar, from your ale
Or
house.
summon a troll.
We'll also
Or-
like heavily coordinate this with you.
Okay,
Wait a
I just
minute.
wanted to, make sure it wasn't happening like tomorrow morning or anything
No,
crazy.
yeah.
No,
but,
We're
we
we're
would never
way
do that.
smarter. We're way
need a lot.
smarter than to do something like preemptive like that.
Okay, you guys should probably get a move on. You look a little suspicious standing here in a big group.
Okay, well, thanks for the help with our rebellion. We say as we walk.
All right. Back to Sam.
Let's
There you go.
identify this thing.
Wait, wasn't Sean going separately to the boats?
Nope.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Here are your skill checks, Sam.
Is anything gonna be more?
They are not going to be any different from each other.
Do I get a +2 if I use occultism?
Do you? To identify with
If
the
it has
mental,
possession, prediction, or scrying traits.
it doesn't. Um,
I have dubious knowledge as well.
I don't think this counts for dubious knowledge. You don't know.
I'm gonna try again a minute later.
Okay. Jeez, I mean, you really don't know.
I'm gonna try again a minute later.
Can you do that? Or is that how
Yeah.
identifying things work?
Man,
It
you
takes 10 minutes to identify. I can do it in 1 minute. I can identify 10 times in the amount of time.
yeah,
one
he's got
person
quick
can identify
identification.
something.
Yeah, you still just don't know.
What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna try Arcana.
It's crazy. You rolled something, and then you rolled one higher, and then you rolled that thing again. Oh yeah, you know what this is. There you go.
Oh wow.
Okay. You should tell us what it is, and then I should say something.
You're not there.
Sure. Well, you should tell Sam what it is, and then I should say something.
Oh, he knows what it is.
Okay. Technically, if you fail, you can't try again for 1 day.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
magic. Once you discover that an item, location, or ongoing effect is magical, you can spend 10 minutes to try to identify the particulars of its magic, and under failure, you fail to identify the magic and can't try again for 1 day.
Now Matt knows. It's good he
Yep.
didn't before.
It's good I did
That's why
before.
I was.
Yeah, I
that's why I was
punish you
waiting.
guys when you forget things. You can punish me when I forget things.
Get punished, Matt. Get punished.
That's why I said that I'm gonna wait till you tell.
I'm gonna get
Awesome.
really punished when you
What was-
fucking
so, can
lie
I
to
ask you
somebody.
can I ask you a meta question now, kind of about that?
You
what
sure
was
can.
The DC for knowing, and
Um,
what did I roll?
you rolled a 2 and then a 3 and then a 3
Or
and then a 9 and the 9.
because I mean, like, I think I have
You
a
needed-
+22 in occultism.
Yeah, you needed to like roll like a 6 on the die on the d20.
Thank you.
Was it just a useless item? Oh, I guess we don't know. Sorry. Matt, we meet back up at the Hall of the Watchful.
Okay, you meet back up.
Oh wait. I'm sorry. Could we just say that we go to larger side and see if the boat is still there?
It is.
Oh, okay. Can we look around on it to see if there's any identifying characteristics of it?
Sure, make a perception check.
I'm
So-
pretty
so
good
this-
at that.
This boat is the one that the woman took us here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe we should like check underneath, right? Because like, what if she was trying to be like really like sneaky, and then like at the last like we turn around, she just jumps overboard and then like hides underneath the boat,
Just hiding.
Yeah. What
That's
if
pretty
she's doing that? I mean, it's like a funny prank, but also it's been like I don't know how many hours. So she has to have really impressive lung capacity.
There is remarkably very little on this boat. There's like ropes, like normal boat stuff, one of those poles with like the hook at the end they use to get like ropes, like from the water and whatnot. Um, there's obviously boxes of cloth. You don't
Is there anyone
notice.
hiding underneath the boat?
You want to go under the boat?
I want to check under the boat because I think
Okay.
she might be hiding under there.
You make a perception check. Rosie, you do find, you're looking around the edge of the boat and you find some letters painted on the side that you hadn't noticed before. They're not very big. Usually like the name of the boat would be, big on the side perhaps. But it's not very big. It says Lossy.
How do you spell that?
I'll type it in chat for you.
Oh, I was gonna.
It's like Lassie, but Lossy. You nailed it.
Lossy. Well, I typed it after you typed it.
Oh, you're very skilled. Very quick typist.
Okay, that's good. That's a lead. I'm curious to figure out what our friend Shepard found out.
Simon, you find some barnacles on the bottom of the boat.
Barnacles.
Unless she transformed into a barnacle.
This is like under
She's
the
not
boat,
here.
right? Like
Yeah,
underneath.
Like on the like on the seabed underneath, or like the bottom of the boat underneath the boat.
Yeah, like underneath the boat.
Yeah, there's some barnacles.
Okay, so not a person.
Not a human or elf person.
Yeah, like a humanoid. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay,
barnacles.
gotcha. Thank you. That was important to me.
Well, could we spend a little bit just like asking around if anyone knows that name, the Lossy? Like on the docks?
Yeah. You can make a diplomacy or society check.
Good thing I'm bad at both of those. Can my friends also do that? Because it's like we're all asking different people.
They sure could.
Which flavor of checks were those?
Hey!
Ooh, nice.
Society or diplomacy?
Most people
You got this one covered.
you run into have never heard of anything called the Lossy. But one guy, and this guy is old. He's only got one eye. He's got like a
One
big
tooth?
he's got a big beard. He's got two teeth
one-
actually.
Aw.
He's very short and he's like very hunched over and he's holding like he's using a walking stick, a cane if you will, but it's like just a stick, which makes him even shorter. And he goes, I've heard of Lucy. Legend says that old boat comes into port only on the full moon.
Oh. What is it?
They say it's a ghost ship from another dimension.
Ooh, the sound of the words "another dimension" Roz's ears perk up. And she says, "Yeah, from another dimension. Do you know anything else about this?
It belongs
expository man?"
to a mystical ghost man.
Oh, well, that's not very helpful because we saw a woman in it.
It also belongs to his wife, the mystical ghost woman.
Okay, got it.
They share the boat.
Is
And-
mystical a first name?
Yeah, and do they ever hide underneath it? Like hide underneath the boat?
What? You'll have to speak up.
Do they ever like hide underneath the boat?
No, I've never heard of them hiding underneath the boat.
Prank people?
No, they just come in and they bring cloths and then they just leave their boat here with the cloths. And people take the cloths and then the boat leaves.
It just sails away on its own?
Nobody knows.
They don't
I
watch
really
it
like
leave?
this. This is my favorite. This is my favorite bit that's happened in the story so far, actually.
They don't like watch it leave? They
It's
just grab
there,
their claws and...
and then it's gone.
Interesting.
Okay,
Did the lesson say that these people are helpful, or they just deliver these cloth and that's it?
All I know is the mystical ghost man and the mystical ghost woman, who are married, bring the cloths and they just leave them.
Interesting. Do you know if there's any way we can talk to them after they've left?
Talk to them? Oh, why would you want to talk to them?
We have our reasons.
I'm gonna pull a really good prank on them.
The last man that talked to them went crazy.
Really? Who might that have been?
Why? It was me.
This is some chat GPT writing we got here.
So you spoke to them before?
That's how I know they're married.
What did you try to do? Make a move on Mrs. Ghost Lady?
Aye. And that's how I lost me eye.
Oh my
Is it-
god.
Is it really how you lost your
Did
eye?
they attack you or something?
No, they didn't attack me. They just looked at me, and I didn't have another eye.
Oh, interesting. So they didn't like you.
Seemed that way.
You wouldn't happen to be a knight of Abednego, would you?
I take offense to that question, Sonny.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't like them either. I lean in and say, we don't like them either.
If this guy isn't leading the charge at the rebellion, I don't want to be there.
This guy's gonna die first.
He's gonna be the
Well-
martyr for the...
As soon as they took my eye, I just ran away quick as I could.
Interesting.
That was
Um,
when I still had 2 good legs.
Did they take your legs as well?
Oh no, I tripped a few years later.
Wait, does he have like pegs? Is that what's going on? Is he in a
No,
wheelchair?
but it just seems like one of he doesn't have a good time walking. He's got
Okay.
like a cane.
I do remember you saying the cane, so I thought the wheelchair would be weird with the cane as well.
It would be. Yeah. It would be.
So I mean, do you think there's any way we could speak to these ghosts and learn more about the mystical ghost man and woman?
Well, you can wait for the next full moon.
Oh, that's a long days away. How long does the boat usually last in the docks?
Well, depends. It always stays until the cloths are gone. But usually it's gone after a few days after that.
A few days after that. Okay. Well, you've been a great deal of help. What is your name, sir?
My name? My name is Old Man Jenkins.
Thank you, old man Jenkins. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You should stay away from those mystical ghost people. They're nothing but trouble.
Interesting. Okay. Do you know an Amara Highheart by some chance?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you should go talk to her. I bet she'd have a really good task for you to help with or something. I don't know.
Oh, I doubt it. She kicked me out of her ale house. What was it? 4 years ago now.
Oh, what did she kick you out for?
Well, I'm afraid when I get drunk, I get a little aggressive.
Oh no.
I mean, I kind of guessed that from your general vibe, old man Jenkins. I'm not gonna lie with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, old man Jenkins. Well, you should still maybe talk to her at some point. You've been a lot of help. I hope you don't talk to women too often. Goodbye.
Stay sober, man.
Have a good night.
This is good news. Or it was absolutely nonsense because he's crazy. Yeah, do y'all want to go back to meet up with the others?
Let's meet up with the others. I don't feel like Old Man Jenkins was too helpful.
I think we could get Shepard to help us with talking to the ghosts. I think Shepard might have some way to either communicate with them or, talk
That's
to
good.
the spirits about them.
Yeah, that's a good point. We go find Shepard.
All right, you head back to the hall, and there is Shepard.
Twiddling his thumbs.
Shepard, we've got good news, or possibly just neutral news, depending on your outlook on this unreliable narrator.
His hood, his hat pops up at unreliable narrator, and he's immediately intrigued.
Yeah, we met a strange old man named Old Man Jenkins. Oh hey Nedian, I just noticed that you walked in and you were out doing some other thing. How is it going, Nedian? Yeah, so we met Old Man Jenkins, and he was a bit crazy. He was missing an eye, and he claims to be the last person to have spoken to these ghosts. He said that they come every full moon with a boat, and the boat has cloth on it, and people will come and take the cloth, and then it just kind of disappears a couple days after all the cloth is gone. He said that he spoke to them and probably harassed Mrs. Mystical Ghost Woman, and that's how he found out that they were married, and that's how he lost his eye as well. So he's either insane and everything he said was nonsense, or he's just sane enough for it to be true.
Shepard's large yellow eyes blink multiple times in confusion. With the new information I know, Matt, can I roll an occult to see if I've heard of a mystical man and wife spirit interdimensional traveling couple?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
That's great.
Because I need to know.
You have not. However,
Okay, that's fair.
as a master of the occult, you are very familiar with the cycles of the moon. And even though it is stormy and cloudy, and you cannot see the moon at any point, you're pretty sure it's not the full moon.
Okay.
Finger gun at Ross and go. There's one issue. It's not the full moon.
I should have known. I apologize. Okay, so he was useless. Did you find anything?
Ooh, at this point, I want to do something interesting. I want to activate this thing. And I want to say... Wait. I need to change some things around.
Guys, makeup brushes are so soft. They feel so good.
Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Really, so it's hard to cast this from the thing itself. Can I just put it in the chat? Can I just drag it?
You don't have to. I know you're casting it.
Yeah, so that's... Well, then I gotta make this private. This is a really long thing for a really dumb joke. And then that, but then I get 6 on top of that.
And 11 on top of that.
11?
Yeah, if you read the second to last sentence. I guess that's also the second sentence. But like the last part of that sentence. Basically the middle part.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So what
11
do you...
plus 6. Oh, not plus 6, plus 4. So plus 15 to that. And I'm
No, it
going
is
to tell...
plus 6, because this is an item bonus and that's the status bonus, so they stack.
Yeah. And then I'm going to say to Rasa, no, I didn't.
What were you talking about again? I completely forgot.
I asked if he found anything.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, he didn't find anything.
Okay. Well, sorry that I wasted our time with this lead. I appreciate y'all for humoring me. I guess it was just a fluke or something.
At this point, Shepard lets out like a very loud, cackling laugh. It's like the loudest noise you've ever heard come out of Shepard before, and he like slaps his knee as if he just told a really good joke.
Okay. I think we're all a bit tired. Maybe we regroup tomorrow.
Maybe.
No. You see, he takes off this like silver oily ring that was on his finger. He
The
says,
bracelet.
Ew.
The bracelet.
Ew.
"Oh, bracelet. Oh yeah, never mind. He
What
takes
is
off
this
this like, silver
rusty-
bracelet,
What is
That
this
has-
rusty band?
an almost oily sheen. Holding it in his hands, it kind of resonates with this magic. No, with this, I found this in the water near where we found the spirit from before, or what we assume might be a spirit, or I'm sorry, Mrs. Mystical Ghost Woman.
Yeah, Mystical Ghost Woman, yeah.
And when wearing it, lies just seem to slide off the tongue. I'm not one much for lying, much less speaking myself. But with this, I mean, it's almost hard to withhold lying to people. It just becomes easy and fluid even for somebody such as I.
I hate to be pedantic, but if that is the truth, how can we tell if you're lying right now?
Because I didn't roll a deception check.
Okay, so is it only sometimes that you lie, or is it always that
It's
you
only
lie?
when I want to. Basically, it acts as a spell holster, allowing me to enhance the my lying capability, my lying skill.
Interesting. So it seems like someone randomly dropped this item then, and it's not relevant, or is it just or is there some other bit of relevance that you'd like to add?
That's all that I have. It was under the water where we found the boat.
Okay. Well, I think we should hang out with the people in this temple, and we should regroup in the morning and figure out what we do next. I'm gonna go grab a hot pocket that I forgot that I cooked. So.
Yeah, so you guys rest for the night. You can slap that rest.
I can slap that rest. I have so many spells that when I open up the spell tab that we have, I have to scroll in order to see all my spells.
That is so cool.
It's really weird.
I'm gonna grab a soda real quick. Talk amongst
Yeah, do it.
yourselves.
I'm gonna do a push-up.
Just one
Yeah, just that's all I really have the.
energy for.
Yeah, I don't really want to do more than one push-up. I'm gonna do that.
I'm back.
What's really fun is knowing the layout of where you guys' rooms are in your house and like guessing how long it will take you to get your hot pocket and back.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm up in my room, so.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. If you were on the couch, it would have taken you a lot faster. Well, taken you less time.
All right, next morning, what are we doing?
We're
It's
gonna
still
say that
raining.
We're revolting. We're revolting. We're gonna
We're-
overthrow the Knights of
The
Abednego.
plan was
No,
we
we're
were gonna
not. No, we're
vote
not.
in
No, we're doing
6
it.
days.
We lied to what's her name?
Why would we
Harahard.
lie to her?
Funny.
Funny?
Yeah, for the bit, for the joke, for the meme.
We lied to her so that if our rebellion fails, we would have weakened them a bunch, and then her rebellion a week later will do the trick.
We
Genius.
are the what's the word? It's like it's not scapegoat. It's like
Terrorists.
no,
The
it's
martyr.
the people who,
You're the
it's
martyr.
The people who sacrifice. Yeah, we're the martyrs. We should call ourselves the Martyr Club.
The martyr picking club.
That sounds like a bad idea.
We could just check out the wheelwright's widower and kind of like scope it out. I know we
We
tried
already
to do
done
that earlier, but
We didn't just try, we did. We
we
were
did.
in
All right. How about we check a few more places around Jula? Because I don't think we've explored we've explored most of the town proper, but there's still that one. It looked like a cave in the claw.
No, the cave's not real. The cave's not real.
It's not real.
We don't see the cave on the map.
It's a
but we
visual
do
bug.
know- So we do know about
Guys,
the
I have a
Abiando-
visual bug in my eye.
We do know about the Abiando Coil, which is the tower with the stone serpent that's dedicated to the serpent that once was fought around here. I don't know what the silos are or why those are marked on our map.
You
That
guys
was
have
like
been
the
there.
open air market that had like nothing to do.
Got it.
It was surprisingly boring.
We could go back to the Thieves Guild. We could check out Old Town if y'all really wanted to.
Do you think we have like things to like go down there?
I have a lot of spells that I could cast. Well, so this is the morning, so I mean, I assume that we discuss what we're doing before we prepare for the day, right? So
That's fine.
I
yeah.
can still prepare spells after this. Is that all right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could prepare a lot of water breathing spells. So targets up to 5 creatures, right? And at second level, which is what I have it prepared at, it lasts an hour. But I could prepare it at third or fourth. So fourth would be like all day, pretty much, and third would be 8 hours.
We could explore Old Town if we wanted to. I don't see why not.
I don't see the harm in it.
I don't see the benefit in it. Is personally why I don't think we should.
Me neither.
Me neither.
But you know, maybe. Anything else that we could do?
We could check out the ale house. We haven't explored in there yet. I know they're kind of using it as their headquarters, but we could scope it out. That could waste a day.
I do
Is
think
the alehouse open to the public?
I don't think so, considering the Knights of Abednego took it over from Amara.
Maybe we could try to get some more info on the Knights of Abednego. Like, maybe we should
Yeah.
actually try to gather information about the Knights before
I
we...
agree.
We could poison their water supply.
I mean, yeah, I definitely could, but it would also probably poison every other civilian in this town.
I wonder if there's like a way. Oh, I don't wonder. I know that there's a way that we can like, you know, just watch them for a day, right? Because Shepard has those really good invisibility spells that we could use.
Yeah.
I also wonder, with the spell teleport, now that we have it, if we could just go to. I know this is gonna sound really dumb and crazy, but with 4 preparations of teleport, we could make our way back to Nantambu. And if we let the right people know, maybe they can send help from Nantambu.
What did you just say?
With 4 preparations of the teleport spell, we could go back to Nantambu in 40 minutes.
Do you also have the teleport spell?
I also have the teleport spell, yeah.
Why do we both have the teleport spell, Zach?
Do we want to bring like stuff with us? Like, could we like bring people or weapons?
Okay, just so everybody's clear, the teleport spell is uncommon.
Well, it comes in my spell list, so.
If it's uncommon, then you cannot just pick it.
I didn't. It's on my spell list.
No, I mean,
Yeah, guys.
You
your
can't
spell
just
list
share it.
contains uncommon. Spell lists contain uncommon and rare spells.
But we went
you-
to
you cannot pick
Nantambu.
them.
We're like experts in magic.
So the way druids work is they just get the spells, right? On the list.
The common here. Let me look at the elementalist, because it'll probably say common. Oh, replace your spell list with elemental spell list. But you choose your spell list. But if we go to druid, spells. At first level, you can prepare 2 first level spells and 5 cantrips each morning from the common spells on the primal spell list. So that just switches to the common spells on the elemental spell list. So you cannot prepare uncommon spells unless you like learn about them. Like you could be like, I want to learn teleport. So next time I get a chance, I'm gonna like. I mean, teleport, seems like a very useful spell. It's uncommon, but you guys are professors at a magic school. So, like, presumably if you took some time, you would be able to learn teleport. Back
Okay, I'm
back at
checking
the
my
school
other-
or something. But
I'm
you
checking my
can't.
other spells now for the same thing, just to make sure. But that's good to know because I wasn't doing that, so for all I know, like my other spells might also be uncommon.
When you pick spells, it should automatically filter by common.
Well, I don't pick spells though. I have like my spell list, so I was just using all the stuff from the spell list.
Yeah.
Like I add spells from my spell list onto my spellcasting, but
Oh, gotcha. You just put all of. I understand. Also, it looks like it doesn't. So, what's wrong?
yeah, because I have to make my own custom spell
Yeah,
list
yeah.
because it doesn't do that. Yeah. Okay, sorry, that's a dumb idea. We can't do that. Although if we could, that would be very funny.
And Sam had said earlier he needs to buy and sell things. It could have been perfect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna teleport back to Nantambu really quick. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys. It'll take me 2 days.
It would take 4 preparations of it, and I
Yeah.
believe you probably can only prepare it twice, right?
So I'd get there in. Wait, so it takes 4 preparations to get there.
Yeah, I looked at the map, and we're
Okay.
about 350 miles away from Nantambu.
That's insane.
At least as long as the ruler is correct, which I don't know.
It should be.
Might not. Okay.
There should be like a scale on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a scale there. And so it should
Well, how
line up
about
with
we
that
go
scale.
watch the Knights of Abendigo then? Gain any useful intel. Maybe those of us who are a little bit more charismatic can ask around the city about potential ideas, and then we fight, or I don't know, something like that. Come up with a plan. I mean, like, should we talk to some people about like the plan, or are we just gonna like?
Pre-ball it. We could probably talk to Father Heverell, and then he would spread it around. But I was thinking
The captain too would be a good idea.
the captain. Yeah, he might want to be in on it. I was thinking we hit the wheelwright's widower and the alehouse at the same time, so they can't like coordinate with one another and like ask for backups if something happens. I think we probably want our strongest people at the alehouse just because it's their headquarters, and we could probably have like the citizens of Jula take the wheelwright's widower since it seems like a low priority kind of occupation there.
Yeah, maybe we see if that's a good idea.
We've already looked over there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we've been there.
It's
we spent
just
time spying on
housing.
them. Like pretty much, yeah. I think we should just spend a while just like scoping out the alehouse. I would like to go check out the coil as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to do that in like one trip since it's like in the same direction?
The what?
Obiondo coil, the Obiondo coil.
What is that?
It's
It's
the
a monument.
stone snake that's wrapped
yeah.
around a
Yeah, I'm
tower.
cool with that.
What is the barracks called again?
Wheelwright's widower.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should also scope that place out too, if
We have.
possible.
It's very similar to Wheelwright Civilization.
Did we go invisible around there and check
Yes.
out? Okay, who's the strongest? Have we found like the strongest guy yet?
No, we haven't found the Goliath of the Knights of Abednego.
Well, who's in charge?
Oh, that guy. Let me look him up really quick.
He's probably at the ale house.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Briars. That's my resume.
Same.
Jokimon leads the Knights.
Say?
Abjalkimon.
Jokimon?
Yeah.
Jal Pokemon?
Abjalkimon, I choose you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no idea where he is.
Hey, we should try to find him.
I imagine he's at the ale house. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Abjalkimon.
So how about two of us go to Wheelwrights, two of us go to Jula, and we scope those places out.
I kinda
Because
wanna
we
go to
need an
Jula.
invisibility spell. That is why we don't do that.
Okay, well then we can go to Wheelwrights and then go to Jula. That's fine. Let's do that.
Okay.
Which one do you want to use invisibility? Do you want to use invisibility for both, or do you want to use Veil?
I don't know what the fuck Veil is.
Veil is my spell that allows us to disguise as other creatures of the same body, shape, roughly similar height, and within 50 pounds. A disguise can hide the target's identities or let them appear to be of another ancestry. But it's not precise enough to impersonate specific individuals. The spell doesn't change voice, scent, mannerisms. You choose a disguise for each target. For example, you can make one target appear as a dwarf, another as an elf, so on and so forth.
So I don't think that would work at the Widower. Just because like it seems like they're barracks, so they know everyone pretty well. It might work at the ale house, but we haven't been over there. So I think we should wait to use that till maybe we're at
Well, I
the
can
ale.
also prepare more invisibility spheres, which is just invisibility for an hour. Unless you attack something.
Yeah, I would say we just go with that route.
Okay, let's do that. It has to be 5th level, okay.
You guys are heading where?
The Wheelwright's Widower.
Will I widower?
Okay.
But same as
Will we?
what are we? What are we hitting the Gwitty at the Wheelwright's Widower?
Okay. You've arrived at the Wheelwright's widower.
At the Wheelwright's Widower.
Are the Wheelwright's widower?
It's crazy because you're like pretty much saying it the same way.
The Wheelwright's Widower.
Yeah, once we get there, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast Invisibility Sphere. Everybody has to stay within 10 feet of Shepard.
Okay.
We're
We do
getting
that.
pretty tight together.
Yeah.
Well, it's within 10 feet. I mean, that's a lot of room. That's, 40 feet around.
20-foot circumference, yeah.
No, so 20, yeah. 20
Diameter.
diameter.
10-foot emanation. So it's a 20-foot diameter.
Yeah.
With this, if the building is small, what happens if we get in there? Like, if another creature enters the diameter, do they become invisible?
No.
Or is it just designated targets become invisible?
The way we do it is we each tie a rope around Shepard that's 5 foot long, so that we know we're always at least within 10 feet.
Actually, look, 10 feet is that big on the map. So, it will be okay.
That's huge.
That's huge. But yeah, what do you guys want to look at? I think you guys have an idea of what you're looking for here more than I do.
I don't know. I mean, I was satisfied with the info we got from it last time, but it seemed like Simon and Sean wanted to come back. So whatever.
Yeah, I
They
want to find the big bad. I want to find Khal Drogo Pokemon.
Oh, Abjal Keyman.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Caldrog.
Cal
Yeah,
Drogo.
sure. You can look for him. I want to look for any potential weaknesses in the Wheelwise Widower itself, like entrances, exits, and if I believe that the civilians of the town can take it on their own without assistance is kind of what I'm
Yeah,
looking
just
for.
so we're clear, you guys have done this before.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've said that multiple times.
'Cause-
Wait, so
why-
wait. Can we instead go to the alehouse instead and do the same thing?
I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah,
well,
let's...
we were going to, but then you and Sean were both like, we should go over here.
Well, no, I said we should just check both, and I guess we've already done one, so we should go to the alehouse then.
Yeah.
Here, I want to hold true to what I'm saying here. I want to see if I think that the civilians of the city and the forces that we have so far could take this place. I don't know about how many people are there.
I think that's a
something
good
I would
idea
check.
too.
I
And
think
also-
Nedian is interested in whether or not if we burned this place down, if the other knights would come over here and
Right.
leave less defenses for the alehouse. And the reason Nedian is interested is because, you know,
Because
he's
he
a
has
tactician.
warfare lore.
And yeah, he's really used to studying warfare, so he might know about some strategies like that.
My Jiangxi ancestry enables me to get an eye for numbers, so I can actually get a very good estimate of the number of knights that exist around here. I would like to count them.
I would like to count them. Yeah, Nedian is under the Nedian thinks that
You have
there
to do it
are
in
a
the
lot
voice.
of fucking
You have
knights.
to do it in the voice.
How does he do the? What's the voice sound like again?
He just holds his nose back.
I'm Nedian. No, that's not right.
Just talk like
Oh.
Swinward. And really high pitched. That's not Nedian either.
I'm not gonna do it. I can't
Okay.
do that to him.
Man, this dub sucks.
There's a
Nedian
ghost of his dog.
thinks that there are a shitload of knights in this town. And the plan is to fight them with a bunch of untrained townsfolk and also some lizard folk that are really cool. And maybe some town guard guys. But the getting the dub is not gonna be the best strategy. Is not gonna be assaulting the main force of the knights and trying to win a direct battle with them. Nedian thinks that the highest priority should be finding Adjbal Kimon and dealing with him.
Yeah.
And
That
then-
sounds like Nedian is pro lighting the Wheelwright's Widower on fire, right?
Yeah, he thinks that could be a way to draw more knights away from wherever
That's
Adjbal is.
so smart. That's
Presumably
so
the
Nedian.
alehouse.
Nedian, you're so smart.
Well, Nedian says, actually, Raza said it first, so,
Wow.
Nedian didn't even have to roll for that shit. Nedian just knows.
No, he
we
did
do
roll.
have
It's right there in
3
the
minutes
chat.
and 24 seconds, by the way.
No, you've got an hour.
Oh, he cast it at a higher level?
You got till
Oh, never mind.
7:24.
Oh, I thought that was how much time we had left when you typed that. I'm sorry.
Nap.
Wow. Okay, we've got a lot of time. Is there anything here that looks very flammable?
The building's made out of wood.
Okay, perfect. Got it. Does anyone in our team know of a way to light something on fire without us being at the building when it happens?
I do.
You do. You have a way to like
So we
have a
can use
buffer.
fuses and explosives.
Okay, but you can use those like
Yeah.
while we're away in the claw.
Oh yeah, I can make unlimited fuses and explosives.
Yeah, you could
Is that
just
how
you could just run a fuse
You
from
can
the
just do that?
wheelwright's widower
Quick
Up-
to me, unlimited fuses.
up the hill, across 2 rope bridges, and then over to the claw.
Yeah, and nobody will see it coming.
Nobody will step on it. Nobody will see it coming. It won't fall through the rope bridges.
Yeah, the mist from the rapids won't make the fuse too wet for the fire to light across it.
No, I can just use my little familiar to like push a button or something and then set off a fuse or something.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty smart. Is that something? Surely the shepherd's familiar could do that.
Inch
I
run
think
light
Shepard's
does
familiar
jazz
gets
hands.
too much of the spotlight, you know. I think Sundance needs to get like a little more of the limelight, you know.
I'm just wondering if Sundance has the manipulate, can do things with the manipulate trait.
It just needs to like step on it, you know. It's just like it's not like a.
I could
It's-
get Pepper. I could get Pepper to do it. She can hold things.
I think Sundance
really
probably
care.
does have the manipulate. Well, no, it just says valet. But don't you think it needs to be able
There's
to
a
hold
specific-
things?
I don't know if it levels up with me.
Pepper
I don't know
has
how
manual
familiars work.
dexterity. And,
Yeah,
and
that-
can turn
The manual
and can turn
dexterity
into a
is like
plant.
the ability that allows them to do stuff like that.
And
But I mean,
speech.
like Matt, if you think Pepper can just like step on a fuse and do it, then that's fine.
Me? I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing.
We would be exploding the wheelwright's
Right,
widower.
right, but I don't know. I don't know what fuse this is that you can just step on it or like push it. Like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if I don't know if Simon could craft like a
detonator.
detonator. I don't know if that's in his wheelhouse or not.
Yeah, I don't know how alchemy works at all in this game. So
You just say it does things and it works.
That can't be right.
What do you mean? That's how it works. You roll a skill check, and then if you win, you get it.
Okay.
alchemical fuse.
Let's just have somebody who has the manipulate action to do it. Pepper, that could be Inch, that could be whatever. I prefer to have Inch close by, because she's very useful in a pinch.
Yeah.
Inch in a pinch?
In a pinch. But yeah, you would have Pepper ignite that fuse.
What does interact
Yeah.
mean, Matt?
That is an action that you do for a lot of things.
Does interact have the fucking
Manipulate.
the manipulate?
Yeah, that's it.
It does. Okay. So you do need it. You light the alchemical fuse with an adjacent fire source or a fire source that you hold in a hand. If you have a tinder twig in your other hand, you can activate the tinder twig and use it. Unless there's some other fuse I don't know about. I don't know how fuses work, but light a fuse, the same interact action. A lit fuse takes 1 round per attached fuse to burn down. I love the idea of like the fuses across the, the rope bridge taking an action each, or 1 round each to
How
fucking.
is it like 5 feet? Is it like 1 square is each fuse?
Held in one hand. I don't know.
That makes no sense. Why would
5
you?
feet? Well,
Oh, it doesn't actually even seem like it does that. It seems like it. I don't know. It doesn't actually say. I think it's actually meant to make it last longer before it explodes. Wait.
oh yeah. It's like a timer, yeah. It's not like a fuse like you're sprinkling gunpowder along the ground. It's like a fuse, like a really fucking long string that you attach to your thing.
Bomb with a really long.
But certainly that doesn't make all that much sense, right?
We could also just have the civilians do it.
Yeah, I think we just let a civilian blow it up, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could give a civilian my staff of fire and just say, hey, hit that thing as many times as you can.
You know who would be really, really good at this?
Don't.
is one of
Don't
the
say it.
thieves from the Thieves Guild.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Old Man Jake.
I did too.
Oh no, that would be really funny though. If we just strap bombs to Old Man Jake.
Guys, I have an
No,
idea.
not Old Man. He'd do it too.
So yeah, it doesn't have any limit on fuses. So if you had enough fuses, you could put as many fuses as it takes to make the bomb trigger whenever. You know what I mean?
Oh, so we could.
You could, it's like a time bomb,
Light it
right? You could
and
like
then
light
go
it and then leave,
across.
and it would
Yeah.
trigger like 5 minutes later or something.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
You run the risk of nobody needs to notice it for that amount of time, but
That's interesting. Okay. Or we could just get one of the thieves to light it on fire.
I don't think we're working with thieves anymore.
Well, we haven't even tried to go back, even though we discussed the possibility of
We
going back.
thought that this whole episode is actually dedicated to trying to get the Thieves Guild working with us.
I mean, sure, if you want to go back there and try something else to get the Thieves Guild back, that's fine. But, I mean, like...
Still invisible.
How many stories is the Widower, Matt?
Pull a prank on the Thieves Guild, guys. We should steal from the Thieves Guild, so that way they know that we mean business.
I'll bring you.
I think Simon's goal today is just to say things that I've already said.
Hey, no, you actually did say that, huh? I'm turning into Zach. That's my thing for today.
How tall is the Widower, Matt?
2
How many
stories.
stories? 2 stories? So that's like first floor and then the floor above it, or is that
yeah.
2 stories above the ground floor?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you for not being British about it.
Yep. Anytime.
Oh, follow-up question. How many doors, like, as we're watching and we're looking, how many doors to the upstairs does it seem like there are?
Like from the outside or from the inside?
From the inside, or from anywhere?
You can't tell.
Okay.
There's lots of windows on the upstairs.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, because last time we were here, I asked the same question about the first floor, right? But if we were
Yeah.
to bar off the second floor, it would really serve as the same thing,
I mean,
just for slightly less
you'd have to
people.
get inside past a lot of guys.
Yeah. But we'd also. I mean, it's also harder to like bar it, right? Where it's like, so yeah, never mind. Okay. So, do y'all want to go to Abiando, or does anyone else want to check out anything over here?
Let's go to the ale house.
Can we go to the coil first?
I'm not sure we need to have the coil be invisible at the coil,
Yeah.
so I'd rather go to the ale house and use the invisibility there.
Oh, we have enough time to do that?
Oh, we'll see.
Okay. How long does it take to get over to the house, man?
Like a half hour.
Okay.
You guys go to the ale house?
Yeah, baby. Invisible freaks.
So you've got
Does anyone bump
about
into us on our way over?
16 minutes left. No, nobody bumps into you. You're very careful.
As soon as that goes out, Matt, I want to trigger another one like before. In fact, I might just do it now, just to avoid
Okay.
any mishaps. Because I don't have the time up.
Wait, really quick. Is there anybody just on a boat, like alone?
I mean, at the ale house? Or
Oh
like...
no, I was assuming that we had to take like a boat to get over. To
No,
the
no, no.
house.
You guys crossed the rope bridge just up here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Okay, so you cast it again. You got an hour. I said that as Butch.
We need to
What-
look for Abjal Kimon.
Well, for that, what do we see first? Is it boarded up? Is it, are there like fucking armed guards outside? What are we looking at, Matt?
There are armed guards outside.
Just give us the
You
whole rundown.
Yeah, you can look inside. There are armed guards inside. This is a one-story building. Inside seems quite lively. It's still pretty early in the morning, but there's a lot of guards in here, like eating breakfast and talking and hanging out and such. Um, Drinking at 7 a.m. as well. Um, there appears to be one like large main room where there's a bar and like lots of tables, a fireplace. There are doors that lead to another room, which is presumably a kitchen, and then there's a back door out of the kitchen. Um, just based on like, you can't. There's nowhere to see into the kitchen, but based on you know where the kitchen probably is. There's also a back door behind the bar. Then there's the front door. There's a lot of guards, some priests even.
Are there any hooers?
Um, you do not see any hooers,
Okay.
and you also do not see anybody that appears to be, you know, the boss.
Oh, interesting. And we don't see any prisoners?
No prisoners either. No. There is another. There is either it's a weirdly shaped kitchen, or there's like another room that's attached to the kitchen.
He could be at the Abendigo coil.
Well, I don't know why we would assume that, but
Well, he's kind of a religious zealot in kind of a weird way. Isn't that where like they'd make their sacrifices?
no. No, I think it's just a monument. I don't think it's a religious site.
Okay. And
But,
then
I
this
mean,
cave here, do we know what that is?
It's
The
not
cave
on the
though,
map
it's not
for us.
real. It's not real. The cave's not real.
Cave's not real. I will say though, if the cave was real, there is a cave on the other side. But that's only if it was real, but it's not real. So,
It's not real.
Let's go check out the coil then, if we're not gonna find this guy at the alehouse.
well, hold on. Is there
Um,
anything else anyone else wants to check out? Simon, did Butch want to look at anything over here? Like,
I'm marinating on the information that I've received.
Did you want to look for anything that could be poisoned or anything?
I'm assuming any of the alcohol here could be poisoned.
You see lots of barrels of ale.
Yeah, like those could be poisoned.
Maybe like there's some way that like we could sneak in a thing of poisoned ale via Amara.
Well, I think pretty easily the day before we fight, we could invisibility over, poison everything, and attempt to take out some HP or some of the guys inside.
Yeah, I want Butch to have this moment, you know? This
No, yeah. I mean, we could definitely like one of my most potent poisons is actually a sleeping poison, but it has to be eaten or drank, I guess, to work very well. So it might work well
How long does it last?
forever.
Forever?
They sleep forever?
It's not lethal. It's just a sleeping potion, and it lasts forever.
Oh, I just like to call them sleeping potions, and they're actually poisons.
okay. Is it something that would make sense? Like if we put it in their ale, like it would poison more than just like someone who drank all the ale. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, right? Like, can you make more than one dose of it so that it actually impacts them rather than just being
No,
like?
I can make as many doses as we. Well, I can make multiple doses. The sleeping potion or the sleeping poison would actually be the easiest to make, because my feet gives me like free sleeping potions every day. So.
Can you stockpile, or is it
No,
like?
no, it's like it expires. It goes bad pretty quick.
Okay, got it. I'm just wondering if there's a way that we could, like, Okay, so let's say like a barrel of ale, right, has like, hundreds of drinks in it, right? I'm just worried about the dosing being correct, but I mean, if you're fine with it, then.
I wouldn't worry too much about the dosing. Uh, I don't know if the dosing will be that big of an issue. Because it's like, does one potion equal one person affected by the potion? I guess that's up to Matt. Um,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would. I'm assuming it would say. I don't know what it's called, so I can't look.
no, but like for example, any potion that's ingested, uh,
You know what it's called, Simon?
Hold on. Let me look. Let me search my crafting list.
Is it the stupor poison?
Stepper poison. I don't even think that one. I might be getting them confused, but that one doesn't even need to be ingested for it to work, I think.
It is an injury type, or a consume.
Yeah.
Oh, that just means. Yeah, it's an injury type poison.
I think I've been mostly taking nettleweed residue. Consumable contact. Oh, it's a contact poison. Oh, Malleus root paste.
Alright, now you're making stuff up.
No, sorry, Malleus root paste. My bad, I did.
Oh yeah, that's normal. This Dreamtime tea.
Yeah, but I definitely think that's just one like that's like, it's a tea. Like it's like
Yeah, you have
tea,
to make a shitload of it.
But also it's not even helpful unless you're unconscious, and then everyone can ask a question with the effects of augury, which is pretty funny.
Okay.
No, yeah, I would say that the overall, unless I can just pour purple worm venom inside, the barrels of ale, which, I definitely could do. I don't know how, here, let me Google it. Should I Google this? Is this something that I should investigate, Matt?
If you like.
Surely there's something that like a feat or something that's like when you poison food, you can poison a larger quantity of it or something like that, right?
I don't know. Okay, how many people can be poisoned with ingested potion or poisons? One dose is sufficient to poison one creature. Very sad. You need to consume all of the poison, or all of the food or drink treated with it.
So maybe there's a way, like, if we find out where the leader is, maybe there's a way that we could just get him a high poison. But I guess poisoning their water supply seems hard, so.
That's super lame.
Maybe there's like a poison we could purchase at some point where it's like, it doesn't go bad, so we could get a lot of it.
I mean, I could spend the entire week crafting potions, or crafting poisons. But, maybe there's a better way to spend our time.
How many entry points are there in the Jula Ale House, Matt?
3.
Oh,
Not
much
counting windows.
Never mind. You always forget about windows when you're thinking about arson.
Yeah, I have heard that.
How many windows are there?
Like 8.
Okay. All right. Do y'all want to go check out the coil, see what's up over there? Or
Let's
is there
fucking go. Let's
any
go.
other
Yeah.
questions before we head over there? Okay, we go to the coil, man.
No, I
Alright.
don't have any questions. Sorry.
You guys head up, hike up to this this tower that is up on this cliff top. It overlooks the larder side.
Are we still invisible?
Yep.
Cool.
Just take some time. You can see, like, winding sort of around the tower is the skeleton of the Abiando. And it is fucking big. It is really big sized. The skull of it is actually like level. It's like higher up the hill and it's level with the top of the tower. So that when you are in the top of the tower, you can look through the eye hole of the skull straight out towards the eye of Abendigo, which is churning off in the distance.
I'm curious, is this something that we could snipe spells from? Like this position? Like, is there an angle
guess.
where we can see the Jula Ale House from the
Yeah,
tower?
you can see the Julia house. You can see like pretty much all of Larder's side from here. Or all of the claw, like
All
the
the-
yeah, all of the, not all of the claw, but all of the town part of the claw.
Sure, sure. Do y'all want to go up in the tower?
Sure.
Yeah.
We go into the tower, Matt.
Yeah, I mean the tower is like a pretty simple structure. There's like a ladder that heads up to the top, where you can see very far.
We go up the ladder, Matt.
Yeah, you're up the ladder.
Okay, and we can see the eye.
See the eye.
We have
can
a team
see
bonding moment where we all
pretty much
go.
all of
This is
Jula.
so beautiful. If only we could have been here on better terms.
You can even hear like from here across the waters. You can hear like the occasional thunder coming from the eye.
Whoa. Can we see the Jula Ale House from over here?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Approximately how far away are we?
230 feet. Oh, 150. 160.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's like that, but then up a bit. So like probably like 200 feet.
Interesting. So the perfect range for a fireball is what it sounds like to me. All right. There's nothing else up here of note.
Nope.
No plaques or anything.
No plaques. No plaques.
Are there any secret doors or anything?
Would you like to make a
I
perception check?
Yeah, because this seems like something that the Thieves Guild would have as like a secret sort of passageway sort of thing. I look in and outside. If
Okay.
that makes sense. God damn it.
Looking around the
Mommy.
inside, you don't find any secret doors. As you go around the outside, however, you do find one brick that seems to be a little loose.
Oh. I take the brick out.
Yeah, there's nothing behind it.
Oh, Matt, what if you were like the whole fucking tower crumbles down and you hear you hear a crowd chasing after you?
You all leave Jula embarrassed.
Okay.
I say we talk to people and see if they know where the leader is.
Yeah, thank you all for this sightseeing moment. In all of this combat and adventuring, I think we sometimes lose the pretty sights like that. So thank you all.
Thank you.
You guys glance around, you see a townsfolk is just kind of standing, like on the path, staring at the tower, where a brick has just magically come out of it, and it's
Can we
floating
all-
in the air.
Can we all surround this townsfolk and then deactivate the invisibility spell?
Can
I
you?
mean, we could.
Yeah.
Is that
let's
okay
do
with
it.
everybody?
Is that okay with everyone? Sean, Simon.
I'd be fine with it.
Okay, I just heard Simon come out of his room, so he might not be able to speak yet.
Shepard messages.
Roxy, I'm here.
3, 2, 1. We all deactivated your phantom.
Oh my god! Holy shit! And then he fucking starts booking it down the hill.
Oh, can we stop
I
him?
go, I'll go, whoa, wait, this is Mr. Ghost Person.
What do you want? You want
This
money?
is-
I don't have any money!
No, this is Mr. Ghost Person. This is Mrs. Ghost Person, and I gesture to Zach. This is other Mr. Ghost Person, and I
Hello.
gesture to, you know, I do a bit where we're like, you know, it's like a joke
Oh my
back to
god,
where
oh my
the
god, oh my
boat-
god, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Please.
Do you know who we are?
We're extra dimensional travelers, and we're all married.
Okay, okay.
Like
Well,
a menage a
don't
trois,
here.
but like with like 5 people.
What are you doing here?
I was just going for a morning walk. I'm sorry.
Do you know who Abjal Kiman is?
Yeah, he's the guy, he's the bad guy. He's nice.
Where is he?
Where
I
is
don't know.
he?
I don't know. I think he likes to hang out at the ale house.
We couldn't find him.
Are you sure?
I don't know. It's just what I've heard.
Re-roll that intelligence check for us.
It's just what I've heard.
Oh my god, you're useless.
We need you to go into the town and spread word that there's ghosts afoot, and they're very mad
Okay.
about some things going on.
Okay.
We need you to tell everyone you know.
We should
Okay.
stop terrorizing the townsfolk.
No, this is good for them.
That's it.
He runs away.
Okay, I look to the others and say, okay, so now we can implement into our plan that we trick them into thinking we're ghosts and get a big demoralize, intimidate on them in the final fight.
Yeah,
All right.
so we haven't
Where-
found Angel. I might look around and ask more about that. If you also want to go visit Thieves Guild, Zach, I'd say those are a couple of good other prep things that we can do.
I'm not a very persuasive person.
I don't think any of us are.
I think our good friend Nedian is. Who
I'm
was
actually
not-
anti-persuasive.
I'm also anti-persuasive.
Yeah.
I take Nedian with me
Okay.
to the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
We go back over to the Thieves Guild.
All right, you're back at the Thieves Guild.
Also known as the warehouses.
No, it's not. It's known as the Three Rivers headquarters.
Oh, we found that?
Yeah.
How cool of us.
Is everyone coming with us? Or are we splitting?
I think I'm gonna ask about Abjal Kiman.
Who are you asking?
I'm gonna go back to the Watchful Eye. Hall of the Watchful Ibex. And ask around there.
Let's just do that together. I feel like splitting up is just less fun.
Okay. Yeah. Let's ask the priest about Abjal Kiman. Invisibility over.
Oh, I'm the priest. My name is Father Heverel. What do you need? What is it
You
that
know-
you need?
Oh, Shepard, you should ask.
Where
We're
is
trying to get him in the shell a bit.
where is Abjal Kiman?
He's probably at the Jula Ale House.
We couldn't find him there. Are you
You
sure?
went into the Jula Ale House?
Well, we went around it.
Well, he's not around it. I think we noticed if he was around it. I'm pretty sure he's in it.
Yeah, but we looked inside as well from the windows outside.
Oh, you looked in through the windows, and you didn't see him there. So he must be somewhere else.
Do you know, is there like a basement to the ale house that maybe he hangs out in?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
We should have asked Amara. Shit. She would probably know, actually.
Yeah, she would definitely know. Okay. Is there like a sewer system?
No.
Okay. Y'all just shit on the street and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you know Old Man Jenkins?
Who?
Weird guy, he's missing an eye and his legs are bad.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Interesting. I looked at Shepard and say, you know what we should have done? We should have looked away from Old Man Jenkins and looked back and saw if he disappeared. We could have a chain effect of ghosts going on, where every ghost we find disappears, and we ask a new person, and then they tell us about it, and then they turn out to be a ghost themselves.
From your description of him, I barely believe that he exists myself.
Okay, we're gonna go back to Amidala.
Okay. You guys head back to Padme.
Yep. Amara, we need you again.
Oh my god.
Outside the window.
Yeah?
We're trying to get as much intel as we can before everything goes down. Do you know at the ale house? Well, we got a couple of questions. Is there a basement to the ale house?
Is there a basement to the ale house? You're asking me whether or not there's a basement to the ale house.
You used to work, you used to own it, right? So you would know.
That does seem like the kind of thing that I would know because I used to own it. You know, back when I was still
Don't say
working
it.
there, I was pretty sure that they had some sort of secret passage somewhere in the back room. But I tried my best to stay out of their business, so...
Got it. So they built it.
Maybe it was there before.
Got it. And Abjalkiman, if he wasn't at the ale house, where might he be?
From back when I worked there, he only left the ale house very infrequently.
Interesting.
I barely saw him, though. He spent most of his time in that back room.
Yep. All right. That is interesting. We
Where
are.
is that back room in the ale house?
Oh, it's just off the kitchen.
Thank you.
And is there? It sounds like it's secret. So is there like some secret way to get into it?
Oh
that
no,
we
the
should
back
know about?
room is not secret.
Oh, but there's like a secret passage in there.
That's what I think. They went there. They went back there way too much to just be hanging out in the back room.
Yeah.
And too many of them went back there, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
Our plan thus far is to attempt to cut the head off the snake, create a distraction, and go for Abjal when he's most vulnerable.
Good plan. Great stuff.
Maybe we make an
Maybe Ian
example.
came up with it.
Maybe we make an example of him and like quarter him in the center of town where
Jesus
everyone can come
Christ.
see and cheer us on.
Well,
Jesus.
I think him being dead is sufficient enough to
Yeah, I just think
deter
we
the
need to
knights from
go out.
being
Like we slit his throat and then throw him into the rapids.
while the city's burnt. Okay, we'll cross that bridge.
Something big and flavorful, you know?
Flavorful.
Like when they got Mussolini and they strung him up from the rafters and fucking everyone came
They-
and watched.
I thought he was at like a gas station. Never mind.
Yeah, it was just a figure of speech, but yeah, it was like a gas station type of thing.
Abjal Kimon, from what I understand from his troops, is a wretched person who does not deserve attention or to even be written.
I'm sorry. This is all nice and all, but do you still need me? Can I go?
Get him from history. No one will ever know his name.
Well, as a co-conspirator, and in fact, as someone pretty much like leading this charge, if anyone asks, we really want you involved.
Okay, hold on a second. Leading the, I am spreading the word. Okay, I don't lead charges.
You should give the people of Jula more credit. You know.
Yeah. Okay, but no, that's all we had to say to you. Thank you very much. Sorry for the joke.
If you need like more from me, could you just like put together a list and then just come like one time?
We're bouncing around a lot. We're really learning the town as we go. So
does she know about like the weapons and all of that?
There's weapons?
Oh yeah, we've got a fuck ton of weapons. Well, don't you remember you ordered for them yourself because you are the leader? No. No seriousness. We have a large.
Please stop trying to gaslight Amara.
We have a large stash of weapons in the Hall of the Watchful.
Okay, that's good to know. That's helpful.
Okay, I'm actually gonna use a spell. I'm gonna use the Mind Link spell.
Okay.
What'd that do?
I'm gonna show you. Mind Link. It allows me to mentally just like load them with information that's equal up to like a 10-minute conversation.
And what information are you doing?
Huh?
What information are you doing?
So basically, I imagine this is a lot like Spock when he like touches people's necks or whatever, and they like or whatever. Like,
why does Spock do that?
I don't know. Ask Spock, man. I'm not a Vulcan. I've been watching Star Trek a lot though. And basically, like, flood her with all of the information, like all the things that we've done so far. Like we've gone to Jula, we've looked around, how many people are in Jula, how many people are like in the alehouse, what it looks like at the Wheelwright's Widower, the weapons, the conversation we had with the Thieves Guild, Wheelwright Widower.
Stevens, thank you for the raid.
Ooh. I also would like to like tell her that we've already talked to 8 Briars. About the priest who's on our side, the weapons that we got from the Steeltail Forge, and the plan which we have, which is to burn the Wheelwright's Widower, and attack the Jula Alehouse while people are distracted and killing Abjal Kimon.
Holy shit! That was crazy.
It's a raven.
That felt so weird. That was very useful, though. Thank you for that. Thank you for the information.
What a very odd spell, but also very flavorful in these later levels when the first level spells are less useful. Okay, so now we can go to the Thieves Guild, right?
Why not?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the gang.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna head out.
Okay, see you.
I want to say one last thing to Amara. Amara, it is critical, like, and Shepard messages this all to her, like staring her right in the eyes. It is critical that we rally the city behind this. The more the better, and the more, the less people die. If we can swarm them with numbers, that is where we will see success.
They can't stop all of us.
If the bombs do not work on the Wheelwright's will, I want you to take this, and I'm gonna give her my staff of fire. Set fire to it yourself.
That's fucking cool.
This is a stick.
It's a cool looking stick.
If you
know
stand it up,
you know I can't cast spells.
if you stand it up on its tip and then you let it fall, it will point in the direction of water.
She does that, and it coincidentally points towards the water.
like now knowing she's unable to cast spells, like in a like angry at her incompetence kind of way, snatches the stick back and just throws it back into its sheath. Can't cast spells. Why doesn't everybody go?
You have a stick sheath?
You know, most
Yeah, I have a
people
sheath for
can't
sticks.
cast spells.
Well, everybody should learn.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, wait. I was gonna say they call stick sheaths condoms nowadays.
That's a good one.
Okay, we leave. And as we leave, I wave back and say, "Thanks, Amara, for leading this rebellion."
Great. Where you going?
Every single time we walk away and Zach goes back and yells something, to me it's like Naruto when like before walking away, Naruto's like waving really big behind and yelling something.
Obviously this is a joke too, right? I mean, my character would never do that, right?
Yeah, your character would never do anything like that.
I do the part about doing something big and gruesome to Abjalkiman though, that was not as much a joke. I do think we should make an example of him, but who knows? There will be complications to our plan, I'm sure. So, yeah, let's go to the Three Rivers headquarters. Let's do that together. Ooh, wait, Matt. I have some questions.
Yeah.
The bridges.
Uh-huh.
Have we been over Bluespan yet?
Oh yeah.
Is it something that we could like raise, like not like RAZE, but RAISE, to make it harder for them to put out the fire at the
It's
wheelwrights?
not a drawbridge.
Okay, got it. All right, that was my only question. We go to the Third Rivers.
All right. The same guy is there, standing outside the front. He sees you all approach, and he puts his face in his hand.
I go up to him and I say, unless someone else wants to do this instead of me.
Well, I thought you were gonna go up and be like, "This is my good friend Nedian. I will be using his charisma score."
To be fair, Nedian is not here, so I think it best in our RP is to
That's
just
fair.
go up.
That is fair.
Okay, we walk up to this guy and I say, "Listen, bub, we mean business and we want to talk to the Thieves Guild, right? We've got a good proposition and I think you need to listen to us, because if you don't, then you will have a very unfortunate history to look back on after we've saved the city. You'll be seen as the ones who turned down helping and in the time of need, rather than the Thieves Guild who was willing to put aside your differences. I think it's really in your best interest. I also think, right, that at this point we've gotten a lot of people on board, and our revolution is looking much more likely than it did yesterday when we were here.
Why are you doing this?
Because we know that you have the same interest that we do. We know that you want to see them gone as much as we do. They killed your leader, after all.
Yeah, and they're gonna kill all of you and all of us if you keep doing this shit.
They're not gonna kill us.
How do you know?
Because we're strong. We're very, very strong.
Hey,
You don't look very
excuse me.
strong.
We've been captured by them like at least 4 or 5 times, and they didn't kill us once. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty incompetent.
That sounds like you're incompetent.
No,
Let's
you
just
don't
say-
get it.
No,
We've
that's
already
not
killed
the argument
people
we're going for.
as well.
Killed
We've-
like a dozen of them as well.
Yeah, we've killed dozens and dozens.
Yeah.
of them.
Oh,
Yeah, we slaughtered them like rats.
Yeah, can we tell
Yeah,
you
I'm
about the
sure
time
you
that
And they
we
have.
like
still didn't kill us.
dropped a bunch of fireballs on them when they weren't even doing anything? They were just existing, and we
No,
decided
they
that,
were
like,
running at us. They were
Yeah,
attacking us.
they were
Uh,
charging us.
They were charging
but
at us
They
as
didn't
threateningly,
matter.
and we murdered
Can
all
we
of them.
stop bickering in front of this guy, please?
Sorry, it's just
We
too
could-
funny. It's just
we-
really funny to fuck with like the NPCs like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We could show you how strong we are if you would let us. And if we did, would that sort of convince you?
If you want to have like a bro fight, but for like for
Make a
goodness.
diplomacy check.
okay.
And wait, can we make Nedian do it? Please.
Kind of sounds like Nedian did not contribute to this conversation at all.
Can I try?
Right, but like if he was here, he definitely would
he-
be.
Is he a bird?
Yeah, I didn't hear shit about Nedian from you guys.
I fucking suck.
I just feel like it's in bad taste to like RP for Nedian while he's not here, except for like small things, you know.
Ooh,
Oh,
well,
you
I
could
think
totally
it's-
have had him come along and like try to convince these guys.
I thought that's what we were doing. I thought like
no, you specifically
"Oh,
said that
yeah."
Nedian is not helping.
Before we
said
do
that?
that, oh man, I should have.
Exactly.
I said that because of what I just said, because I thought it would be in poor taste to be RPing as Nedian, but
No, but like he is literally the face of our group. Like we acknowledged that earlier.
he is very charismatic.
I don't know. I don't care really either way.
Remember
Okay.
what I said last time you guys were here?
Nope.
Oh, can I hero point this?
Sure.
Nice. You know, maybe I got a crit or something. I don't
Oh
know.
right, I forgot.
Remember what I said last time you guys were here? If you didn't leave, I was gonna call the guards. That doesn't mean I need you to leave and then come back tomorrow. It means stay the fuck away. Or we're gonna get your whole rebellion thing stopped before it starts to save our own skin. Got it?
Got it. So you mean like after we leave right now, right?
If you don't leave right now, we will tell the guards what you're planning.
Okay, we will leave right now. We get the gist. As we're leaving, I turn and say, "Thanks for helping us," but then Nedian quickly grabs my mouth.
That was funny.
See you at the rebellion.
Okay, well that was a failure. Too bad. We're gonna have to bring down our righteous hatred upon them after we get rid of
We'll kill them next.
the storm dudes. Looks like everything is in place for us, unless anyone has anything else they would like to do.
Well, maybe let's talk this through. So we're gonna get all of our people. Oh, so we're like at the Hall of the Watchful Ibex, planning this out now. Like
Okay.
scene skip. Does that work for everybody? We've got
That works.
like
The
all of our
awkward
all of our-
sad walk from the warehouse is done with.
we've got all of our conspirators around like a large stone table with a map in the middle and like a knife like stabbed into Jula Alehouse, obviously.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Like
So
we're talking through the plan.
First things first, how are we getting over there?
How far away is it? 500 and like 2 Jula. How many feet are in a mile? Nah, that doesn't help. I can only do that to me.
Like 5,000 feet.
oh,
It's like
you did. That's
5,800
so cool.
something feet.
I'm gonna pee while you guys plan.
That's fine.
Yeah, so we also have to go around, so we have to go up to the rope bridges.
Well,
No, we could get a boat from here and take it across.
We could use teleport.
We can't use teleport.
It
We
only
can't
affects-
use teleport.
Oh, that's right.
Well, how about we just light the wheelwright widower's place on fire and take the bridges over north and then
Well, we can't
Cut.
do that because that's where the guards from here are coming. So be going over those bridges and coming to the wheelwright's widower, which is not what we want. We want them to come around here while we sneak around here.
What if we were to put our forces in this tower, and like we group up in there, right? So throughout the day, whoever's helping fight us like goes over there, right? Maybe they go in groups, right? But we spread it out throughout the day, and then when night comes, that's when we signal for whoever is over here ready to burn this down. We signal for them to do it, and then we all leave here and go to the Jula Ale House. Anyone we want to can be sniping from up here. Although I guess we don't want to destroy the ale house and hurt Amara's business.
There aren't many spells that we can be casting from here.
There's at least 2 that I know, but
I know one, and it's a 6th level spell.
well, you know Fireball.
Well, I have a thing that casts like 2 3rd level fireballs. It's not a lot of damage.
Sure. But Fireball is 500 feet. So
Phantasmal Calamity is my biggest, strongest, and rangiest spell I have. It's a range of 500 feet, 30-foot area, does like 11d6 damage.
Okay. Fireball is also 500 feet.
But that's my 6th level spell. I'm not sure I want to be using my 6 levels on normal nights when we have to go fight Abjal Kuman.
Yeah, but you could also do your 3rd levels as the Fireball.
Sure. I think where Shepherd is very useful is kind of in the buffing and debuffing, and I'd rather save my spells for that.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm just saying, like, I don't think we should do we should be launching fireballs at the ale house. But if that was an option, I would totally be down to just stack my spell list with fireballs and then.
What makes sense to me is like kind of what this looks like is a majority of the town's going to be over here at the Wheelwright's Widower while we are assaulting Jula's Ale House after the knights leave with like maybe a small reserve force along with us.
I don't like that idea because we don't want to get too many of them hurt, right? But we do want to, like, our main goal is to kill Abjal Kuman, right? So, you know, the whole point of burning the fire over here is to get as many guards away from the ale house as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when we siege the ale house, we have strength in numbers, and it's easier to get Abjal Kuman. So I think it's the other way around. I think we literally have like 1 or 2 people to set off the fire over here, and then like everyone storms this once we see guards rush from over there.
That's what I'm most nervous about, is storing a reserve force over at Jula Ale House. I don't know how you're going to be able to do that. You could talk to, well, I'm assuming that What's-Her-Face is here with us. What's her name? Arma?
I mean, let's say we have like 50 people, right? Like, you know, every 20 minutes, a person walks over to this tower. I think that would be absolutely fine to get everyone in there before it happens and ready to go over here.
Well, I would, like, at this point, I think Shepard's going to turn towards Amara and ask her opinion on that, like storing soldiers over by Jula's Ale House, if she thinks that that's plausible.
In the tower?
Yeah.
You
And
can maybe
around.
fit like 10 people in the tower.
But do you think that they'd be adequately hidden? Like, do you think we could get them there with weapons without the knights knowing?
Oh, I did forget about weapons. I forgot about weapons. Yeah.
It seems unlikely that you could smuggle a lot of people with their weaponry.
How many people do you think will be fighting?
It's hard to know. You know, I've told a lot of people, but it's one thing for them to say they'll help and one thing for them to actually come out and fight.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we do just take a boat over there then, right? Like, get it as close as possible and then just charge at the ale house.
We could also take a stealthier approach, which again, we could use veil or invisibility to get into the ale house once it's a little less defended from another entrance, get into that back room and into the basement.
Oh, we could do that. But then all this prep kind of feels like it was for nothing, right?
Well, getting soldiers away from the alehouse would be our priority so that we don't get attacked from two sides. Because let's say we get into the basement, Abjal Kimon is in there with a couple of guards. Like, the fight starts, the other guards start flooding in, and then we've got a real problem on our hands.
The whole basement thing really complicates things, because for all we know, it could be like, you know, it could enter into like this massive like cave system under like the alehouse. Like I think we should be less sure about what is in there, if that makes sense.
We should be less sure or more sure?
Less sure. Like as of right now, like we are less sure than the idea of like saying it's a basement for sure. Like for all we know, it could be like a portal to some other fucking dimension that they're doing creepy culty shit at, you know?
Sure. We should be prepared for the worst, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the point of the fire was to get people away so that we have a better chance of killing him over here.
I agree. And that's still the case.
So I just feel like if we send our main force over to the Widower, it kind of puts a large group of people at risk because we're sending guards right at them.
I think regardless, people are going to be at risk.
Yeah, we just want to reduce the risk to them.
So, the question is, how do we get them to Jula's alehouse? Do we set it on fire and take a fleet of ships across to over Old Town to Jula?
How many? I don't know if we need a fleet. I mean, how many people are there? Like, how many people are we bringing? You know, how, like, if it's like 50 people, I mean, we could fit a lot of people on a big boat.
I think the vibe I'm getting is we don't know the answer to how many people are going to be there.
Yeah.
For all we know, it could be the couple people in this room.
What
Us,
if
the lizard folk?
What if we just tell people to meet us there without weapons, right? And we have a cart with the weapons, and we just like unveil the weapons like outside when we see if there's a crowd outside.
Where are you talking about, Jula?
Yeah, outside of Jula.
Okay,
So
how
that
are we
way-
getting the weapons to Jula?
A cart.
We're gonna walk weapons all the way from here to Jula.
The rope bridge, I have a question about, but I mean, we could boat the cart over and then, like, yeah, why not?
We could do
And
like a
that way-
cart or barrels.
That way, we don't need to like sneak a big force in. They can just walk up to the entrance, you know?
Now, I don't want to talk out of turn. And I'm certainly not the tactical mastermind that you all are seeming to be exhibiting. But if you send all of our force at the Jula Alehouse, won't it be very hard to get in with all the fighting and all of the enemy knights there?
Yeah. So maybe what we do is we have like a mob outside with weapons. And they're like, come out and fight us. And they like taunt out the guards while us, like the Spec Ops team, sneaks in and goes and finds them.
Why don't you do that far away from the alehouse?
Well, we're also doing that far away from the alehouse with the Widower.
Well, it just seems to me that if you light a building on fire and simultaneously attack, the knights are probably not gonna go put out the fire. They'll probably just defend their headquarters.
No, okay, so here's what we do, right? We light it on fire, right? And then some of the guards go. And then the remaining guards, the mob shows up, and they're like, hey, fucking come out and fight us.
I don't think that many guards are gonna go to the fire.
Oh, sure, yeah, but at least it's, like, less, you know?
But maybe if there's a fighting force that's attacking the Wheelwright's Widower, all the
Wheelwright.
guards will go.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine
Or
with me.
a
I mean,
vast majority.
that seems to be the way that people want us to go. But
I
that being
asked the
said,
priest, does
though,
that make more sense? Like, does that make sense to him?
I just had in mind that you all would be attacking the ale house while the rest of the force was distracting the army.
yeah, yeah, that's about right. I just imagine the distraction as different, but I mean, that's fine.
So I think that we rally as many people here at the hall as we can, arm them, get them ready to attack once the wheelwright's widower is ablaze.
And we'll be over there ready to signal, so we'll have some signal.
Maybe different than that. I think that if we signal, they'll see that we're there, unless we can come up with some stealthy way of doing that.
Yeah, we
Maybe
probably.
our signal is when they light the wheelwrights on fire.
Oh, true. Yeah. All I meant is like signal to them to light it once we're over there in position. But I think we could just like send a familiar over, and it'll be fine.
And I think we'll have them with the explosives. And I'm going to ask everybody there if anybody there knows how to cast a spell.
One of the townsfolk goes, I know how to, and then the person sitting next to them grabs their arm and he's like, you don't know how to cast the spell, shut up.
Shepard is baffled that nobody here knows how to use magic.
We could just use, a tinder twig and a bomb.
That's what it looks like.
Simon, can you craft just like a firebomb, like a Molotov?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So we explain the plan to everyone, and we say, yeah, you're gonna burn this building. As guards come out, you stab them and murder them. And just create a lot of noise. The goal is to create a lot of noise and to not die. Barricade. Oh, yeah. Barricade the streets, and then sing a song that's like "Red, the blood of angry men," and do that shit.
Okay.
I
Eight.
forgot the rest of the song, but
I'm gonna make sure that Eight Briars understands, like, he's in charge of making sure everybody is armed and prepared for what's to come. He's probably the only fighter-esque person there.
He nods in understanding.
Good for him. Look at him. He's come such a long way, guys. A recuperating patient.
how long? I say this to Eight Briar. How long would it take you to have them like sufficiently ready for this plan?
Sufficiently ready? Years?
Sufficiently as in like, ready enough.
Still years, but I see what you mean. Amara had told me a week. I had been working under that assumption.
Okay. If we give you any more time than a week, up to a month, would that help you at all?
I mean, it would help, maybe some, but the more time we spend, the more likely we're to be discovered.
And our
Okay.
friends are more likely to be killed.
So we'll say to meet up here for the plan a week from when she said that to you.
That was yesterday that she said that to me.
So a week from yesterday.
Okay.
Also known as 6 days.
Okay, Spec Ops team. I huddle up with the team and say, all right, team, we really need to convince them that we are ghosts in order to demoralize them.
Okay.
So, we should go into battle, covered in like baby powder and stuff, and we should have like smoke and stuff. And I think that we should do the invisibility move, right? Where we just like invisible right in the middle of them, because I think that's fucking sick.
I talk with a lot of ghosts for my job. They don't look like they're covered in baby powder.
Yeah, but I mean, how else can we look like ghosts? We gotta we gotta get a little medieval with this shit,
I don't know about you, but I think the sudden appearance of 6 archmages around me would be pretty terrifying.
Hopefully. But we gotta, like, as we're fighting, we gotta go, woohoo, we're spooky ghosts!
Okay.
Alright. It sounds to me like everything is in order, unless anyone else needs to prepare anything else.
Nope.
I think we're ready.
Young student, are you ready?
Talking to me?
Yes, Butch.
What is the question? Sorry, I zoned out
Well,
for a second.
We don't want you to get hurt. Are you ready for the mission?
Yeah, I love getting hurt.
Okay, so you know when you have to activate the ritual to summon the demon, right?
Yeah, the demon.
Okay. Just making sure you're paying attention and everything.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. We're all ready. Training montage. Week-long training montage, Matt.
Okay, so you guys.
I was gonna say this might be a good point
Yeah.
to stop.
You guys take your 6 days of preparation day.
Y'all know that scene in... Have y'all seen Mystery Men?
No.
Do you
Very
know that
funny
scene
movie.
where they're, like, gearing up? That's what I imagine our montage like.
I believe in my powers.
The fuck? is that?
Oh my god. This movie's so fucking good. Can we watch Mystery Men together?
I'd watch it with you. That'd be very funny.
Sorry to distract from this.
The morning of the rebellion, everybody is prepared and gathered at the hall. It's a very brisk morning, very chilly out. You guys, finish your daily preparations and get ready, and we will end off there and do that next time.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks for viewing, viewers. Thanks for playing, players. See you next time.
Next time on the Lockpicking Club.
I'm Jalkimon! I didn't expect you to have such big old yitties!
What? What?
I'm gonna cast invisibility again.
Yeah, I forgot the baby powder, but I do have some ghost ectoplasm.